Good morning, dear students. Today we will do further part of exercise 3.3. Till yesterday we have done till question number 10th. Now we will do question number 11 and 12. So in question number 11 we have find measure of angle C in figure 3.33. Where is the figure 3.33? This one. Na? In this figure we have to find measure of angle C. That means the angle measure of this angle. Na? And what is the condition which is given? If AB is parallel to DC, that means there is two line segments AB and DC which are parallels. So there is one more thing, there is a line in upper side of AB and DC. See carefully, there is a line in upper side of AB and DC. So this line shows that this AB and DC is a line segment. That means it has a certain endpoints. Okay. So in this figure, angle B is given. This line AB and line DC. These two lines are parallel to each other. Since AB is parallel to DC, both are line segments, so I mentioned there. Then thereafter we know that if two lines are parallel, then the angles between this internal part of this by a transversal. There BC is a transversal and angle B and angle C, these are two internal angles. So addition of these two angles will 180 degree. Since this AB and DC are parallel, therefore we may write angle B, or you can write measure of angle B plus measure of angle C, which is equal to 180 degree. Now value of measure B is there, how much? 120 degree. And measure of angle C which we have to find, so I am writing as it is it now, equal to 180 degree. Now find the value of measure of angle C equal to 180 degree minus 120, because we transpose this 120 that side. Now measure of angle C equal to 180 minus 120, that means 60 degree, which is your answer. In question number 12 now, find the measure of angle P and measure of angle S if SP is parallel to RQ in figure 3.34. So where is the figure 3.34? This one. So here these two line segment SP and RQ both are parallel to each other. So what we have to find? We have to find their value of angle P and angle S. Here angle Q is given and angle R, which we can conclude that there is a right angle symbol. That means this one is also of 90 degree. So left two angles which we have to find. So from given part we can take, since SP is parallel to RQ, both are line segments. So if two lines are parallel, then co-interior angles are of 180 degree. Now so we can write therefore sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree. Similarly you can put this line there also. Now sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree. So what are the co-interior angles? These and these are two co-interior angles between these two line segment, because PQ is a transversal between them. So we have to take measure of angle P plus measure of angle Q equal to 180 degree, because we taken measure of angle P and measure of angle Q, because these two angles have some co-interior angles and some of these angles are 180 degree, which we written there. Now so measure of angle P which we have to find, so I am writing as it is it. Now from there measure of angle Q equal to 130, which is given. So I am putting right here. Now what we have to find? Measure of angle P. So we transpose this 130 into that side. So measure of angle P equal to 180 minus 130, so value of measure of angle P equal to 180 minus 130, that means 50 degree. Okay, and one more thing which we have to find is angle S. Similarly, these two angles are co-interior angles, so summation of these two angles also of 180 degree. So also we have to take, because SR is a transversal in this, no? So we have to take measure of angle S plus measure of angle R is equal to 180 degree. So measure of angle S which we have to find, so I am writing as it is it, and measure of angle R is 90 degree which is equal to 180. Now value of measure value of measure of angle S equal to 180 minus 90 which is equal to 90 degree. So measure of angle S equal to 90 degree and measure of angle P equal to 50 degree. These two are the answers of your questions. Now one more thing, in this question there is a addition part. If you find measure of angle R, is there more than one method to find measure of angle P? ये बोल रहा कि अगर आप मेजर ऑफ एंगल R फाइंड कर लेते हैं तो इस एंगल को फाइंड करने का कोई और मेथड है? So I am taking yes, because we have some other methods also. So by second method we are finding measure of angle P. So see, if this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 90 degree, because these two are the co-interior angles of two parallel lines, na? And these angles value is given. So by the sum of angle sum property of a quadrilateral, what we know that by angle sum property of quadrilateral is, what is the angle sum property? Angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S equal to 360 degree. That means summation of all four angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So value of angle P which we have to find, so I am writing as it is there. Value of angle Q, what is there? 130 degree, and value of angle R is 90 degree, and value of angle S is also 90 degree because we find it that. Now there is 360 degree. So angle P plus, we have to add these three, na? 90, 90, 180 plus 130 equal to 310. So 310 degree equal to 360 degree. Now value of angle P equal to 360 minus 310, because we transpose this to right hand side, na? Now value of angle P equal to 360 minus 310 which is equal to 50 degree. So we find out the value of angle P 50 degree as well as by the previous method. So you can solve a question with many of the methods. So you have to take this as example and do that exercise completely. Okay, if you face any difficulty, then you can come back to me and get me know. And from tomorrow we will do exercise 3.4. This exercise only have word problems. That means you have to write your answer in words only. So we will do it. Okay.